We're here at Magic Johnson Starbucks, hanging out, having I'm sure, an interesting discussion because here's Carl himself.
And I might say anything crazy, didn't give him time. Anything crazy.
Except now I'll have to talk to him about that bit about men not to marry women who have father issues. I have a problem with that, Carl.
Well, that's interesting because I admit that I might have overstated that. It was more of a cautionary note, more of an advice. In other words, if you buy this, it's what you could be happening when you yet have to deal with once you buy it. It wasn't say don't marry it, don't buy it. Just if you buy it, this is what you might expect. But you know what? With God, all things are possible.
That's what we're saying, Carl. Exactly. We're saying that, Carl. With God,
all things are possible.
And women can be healed.
Oh no, they can be.
That's right.
Just like men can be healed.
Okay, Carl. Explain yourself to us, Carl. And so, what did you mean, Carl?
What I meant was, what I said in the blog, I believe it's absolutely true. We all come with a certain amount of baggage. The flip on the other side. There are men also who have daddy issues, who have to deal with how to be a father, how to be a husband, how to be a leader. That's the other side of the coin. So I'm not simply saying that men who don't have daddy issues don't have issues with not having a father. I'm saying that for men who I was talking to in the blog, if you're choosing a woman who has issues with her father, be advised that you might have to deal with certain things. You might have to see her through them. And if you aren't able to do that, you might want to go someplace else and deal with someone else because you may not be equipped to handle that woman. But if you do marry that woman, be aware that this may happen and you may have to deal with a woman and deal with some issues that you may not be prepared to deal with because you aren't prepared or you don't understand the issues like I'm explaining to you in this blog.
Now interview him. Okay.
No, I had to do certain work on myself. I had to deal with my own issues of not taking care of myself because when I was in a relationship and it went south, then I let myself go. So I had to learn how to do the inner work and actually coming to Christ.
Right, exactly.
Rededicating my life to Christ and filling that void from the inside out is what changed me. So by me feeling it in here, it comes out because it's like living the light.
Right.
And knowing that God is always my Father no matter what man is in my life or not in my life. God is my Father. And then the other thing is knowing that I am the daughter of the Most High God and I am deserving of a king. And so not feeling that I have to date all the court gestures. I need to have to take care of myself and prepare myself like Esther did to be married to a king. And so that process, I think, is what is emanating outward for me.
One thing that I do remember,
Little Pan, Steven Spielberg.
Focus. The one thing that I minister in regards to, you can never get hooked up with someone if you ain't got the relationship with him first. How can you have a relationship with me and I don't have a relationship with him? So if you don't build the spirit man of the Holy Spirit with the characteristics of God is in you, then you never understand what he has and what's he placed in you in regards to the characteristics of him. So how can I ever really be submissive to my wife or my wife being submissive to me where we're actually respecting one another when I have never submitted unto him of his authority? So you said from the inside out. Yeah, it always begins from the inside out because God never does anything that is out of order. We need to get in order because he prioritized things in order. We have been doing things out of order for so many times. So when we actually get in order, then things start lining up. He never gave Adam Eve before Adam started doing his work in the garden. So when you start working for God, then he places that person right in the same ministry maybe or working in the same vineyard. If you cannot cultivate a relationship, you'll never understand about cultivating.